Hi guys, welcome to GRE Vox. In this video, we'll be learning 5 vocabulary words to help you ace your GRE. So let's get started. The first word is abate. It's a verb and it means to become less strong, less intense, or to gradually reduce in amount. Think about a storm. At first it's loud and powerful, but over time, the winds slow down, the rain eases, and eventually the storm abates. We also use this word for pain, tension, or even excitement. For example, the storm finally abated, leaving behind a calm and quiet evening. So remember, when something unpleasant starts to fade away, you can say, it's abating. Our second word is laconic. It's an adjective, and it describes someone who speaks using very few words, short and to the point. Imagine asking a friend, "How was the movie?" And they just say, "Good." Nothing more, nothing less. That's being laconic. It's not rude, just brief. For example, his laconic reply suggested he wasn't interested in continuing the conversation. So when you want to describe speech that's short, concise, and maybe even a little mysterious, you can use the word laconic. Our third word is ubiquitous. It's an adjective, and it means something that is present, appearing, or found everywhere. Imagine walking through a city. No matter where you look, you see people using smartphones. They're in cafes, on buses, in offices, everywhere. That's what ubiquitous means. In this context, you can say that smartphones have become ubiquitous in modern society. So when something is so common that it seems to be all around you, you can call it ubiquitous. Our fourth word is equivocate. It's a verb, and it means to use unclear or vague language to hide the truth or to avoid giving a straight answer. Imagine asking someone, "Do you support this idea?" And instead of saying yes or no, they give a long, confusing reply that doesn't really answer the question. That's equivocating. For example, the politician equivocated when asked about his stance on the controversial law. So when someone is dodging the question with clever but unclear words, you can say they're equivocating. Our fifth and final word is magnanimous. It's an adjective, and it describes someone who is generous, kind, and forgiving, especially towards someone they've beaten or someone less powerful than them. Picture a champion athlete who, after winning a big match, takes the time to praise their opponent's effort. That's being magnanimous. In this context, we can say, despite losing the match, she was magnanimous in congratulating her opponent. So, when someone shows grace and kindness, even in victory, you can call them magnanimous. Before we finish, let's quickly revisit the words we learned today. Abate, to become less strong or intense. Laconic, speaking very briefly using few words. Ubiquitous, present or found everywhere. Equivocate, to use vague or unclear language to avoid telling the truth. Magnanimous, generous and forgiving, especially toward a rival. Now, here's a little story to help remember them all. The storm that had kept the village indoors all day finally began to abate, and people stepped outside to enjoy the fresh, rain-washed air. In the small cafe on the corner sat Daniel, a local government officer known for his laconic nature, a man of few but carefully chosen words. Outside, the glow of smartphones was ubiquitous. Tourists and locals alike were snapping pictures of the rainbow stretching across the sky. A journalist walked in and asked Daniel what he thought about the huge pothole that had formed in the middle of the main road after the rain, and why the government still hadn't fixed it. Daniel chose to equivocate, giving a gentle, roundabout answer that revealed little about his true feelings. Seeing the journalist's frustration, Daniel smiled and, in a magnanimous tone, offered to personally look into the matter and even accompany her to inspect the site after his coffee. That's it for today's GRE vocabulary lesson. We've learned 5 words: abate, laconic, ubiquitous, equivocate, and magnanimous. Keep practicing them in your daily conversations, and soon you'll master these words. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.